Hello and welcome once again to Metro Pro Wrestling here on Metro Sports. I'm Dave Borchardt alongside Chris Goff.
Yeah!
A huge night, Chris.
The show pays!
No, it's not a huge night because this moron's here.
Yes, it is!
3 great matches, including the Central States title on the line. Dan Walsh, how the hell did he get a title shot? Taking on HCH.
Why shouldn't he have a title shot? Dan Walsh, the Danimal? He has a hell of a record here in Metro Pro Wrestling.
The criteria for getting a title shot isn't most skanks made out with, Chris.
Well, if that was the case, Tyler Cook could have some title shots too. You seen all those Roller Warrior girls that love this guy?
I think those girls like any man, Chris.
No, they love Tyler Cook.
They even like Don Diablo and his artist wannabe getup.
There's no way they like that hat of Don Diablo. But Tyler Cook, he is a new man, Dave. He's teamed up with SBC. He's taken out his friend Jimmy Rockwell, and tonight he's going to take out the other heroes for hire. He's not going to be a hero after tonight. Zach Thompson is going down.
Well, I agree with part of what you said. There's no doubt Tyler Cook has turned over a new leaf, and I agree with you. This guy's a jerk now, Chris.
No, how do you agree with me? I never said that. Zach Thompson's a jerk. He's coming out here going to get his butt hit. Look at this, Dave. He's actually holding a comic book in his hand.
Yeah, there's no jerks to read comics, Chris.
Nerd with a capital N, Dave. That's why he gets along with all these guys in the front row. A bunch of nerds. They go out here, they watch wrestling, they go home and watch Iron Man 500 times, sit there and talk about how the first remake was not as good as the second. I mean, just a bunch of nerds here. You're the same way.
I was going to actually agree with your comment before you put me into the mix.
No.
There's no way, Chris. These hardworking blue-collar fans here at Turner Rec Center don't fit the bill at all.
Just because they're blue-collar, and it's only blue because they roll around in Smurf juice because they're a bunch of dorks that watch that too.
What?
Just because you like all these guys, Dave, doesn't mean that they're not a bunch of just huge dorks, and they like this guy for some reason, Zach Thompson.
Look at that guy. He's got such a great attitude as opposed to this jerk.
Tyler Cook, new attitude, is going to bring him to the top, Dave.
Hey, speaking of jerks, Chris, Mark Sterling also in action next segment against Bo Brady.
Yeah, Bo Brady is a jerk.
That's not what I meant.
He's the jerkiest guy down in Texas. He's a high-flying superstar, Dave. We'll see how Mark Sterling does with him. Look at nice amateur takedown by Tyler Cook.
Amateur, that describes those sunglasses this guy started wearing, Chris. Well, pretty good moves here to get the match started.
Slapping Zach in the face is what he needs, Dave. He needs to be told, don't wear the Batman tights and your little Wolverine crap. Be like a man. Wear some teal and black.
It is the old saying, Chris.
Yeah, I didn't say it was a saying, Dave. That's what I say. Nice takedown by Tyler. Should just choke him out down there like
Yeah, he is choking him out, Chris. Look at that move. I didn't know you were cheering for Thompson. Yes.
Look at that. Thompson giving him a dose of his own medicine now. No.
Yeah, just what he needs, a slap to the head, right?
No. That beautiful hair. I've always said I loved this hair, Dave. It's nice, luscious fro of hair that Tyler Cook has. Yes.
Can we review the archives from about 6 weeks ago?
He uses Tresemme, Dave. You see the body and luster it has now? I mean, it's just a whole different shampoo he used in the last couple of months.
I had no idea you knew so much about hair, Chris.
I do. You wouldn't.
No, I know about mustache wax like Ryan Drago. I don't know that much about hair products, though.
Yeah, well, you and Ryan Drago hang out with each other. Oh, yeah, nice.
I only wish I'd be cool enough to hang out with Ryan Drago and huge flare chops by Thompson.
Nice. Nice knee to the midsection by Tyler Cook and whipped into the ropes now.
Thompson under him, but Cook's got him. No, reversal, what a move.
Scissor lock takedown by Thompson. Look, Frankensteiner and Thompson's on a roll now, Dave.
We're used to seeing Thompson in tag team action, as you mentioned, part of the Heroes for Hire, but certainly holding his own here early on in singles competition.
Well, Tyler Cook, oh, yes. Look at that, he landed on his knee.
Look at that, going for the cover, and Thompson thought he might have the 3 count there.
What, did Thompson elbow him in the face? Looked like it was going to be a nice power bomb by Cook.
I thought you were cheering for Thompson. This is the second time now you made me think that this match.
Shut up, Dave. Whipped into the corner now by Tyler, and look, caught in the head now. Thrown over the top rope.
But he lands on his feet, and Cook's not expecting this. Oh!
Yes, thank goodness.
I spoke too soon there.
Yeah, thanks for cheering for Tyler, Dave.
Shut up, Chris.
Zach Thompson's down. Here's a cover. Tyler Cook trying to take out both Heroes for Hire, Dave. We talked about it. He was trying to help Jimmy Rockwell the other day, and he just happened to super kick him in the face.
What does he have against these guys? I mean, I used to spend tons of time in high school in the comic book shops, Chris.
I'm sure you did, Dave. You and your pocket protectors, you and Urkel and the rest of the dorks.
Oh, there was tons of hotties in those comic book shops, I tell you what.
Comic-Con, Dave. There's a lot of hotties there, too. You should see them. Here we go.
Only a 2 count for Cook.
You know, I don't understand why you don't understand why Tyler Cook has changed the way he has. I mean, first of all, the Heroes for Hire, they haven't had tag belts for months. You know why? Because they were beaten by way superior teams that are men, Dave.
I mean, the one thing I'll say about Cook's transformation, big backbreaker. You know, he does finally have that catchy nickname you can remember. I mean, STD, that's something the fans
It's STC, Dave. Showtime Tyler Cook, okay? It's not Showtime Tyler Duck, okay? Get it right.
I apologize for the conclusion. As you know, you're talking about all those babes he made out with. I wasn't sure what it was.
No, Dave, he's clean bill of health, okay? And Zach Thompson is hurting now, Dave. Tyler Cook just stalking his prey right now.
I feel like a disappointed parent. I was so proud of Tyler Cook, the way he conducted his business. Now look at this guy. It's a shame.
Well, now you know how your parents feel every time they see you.
Touche, Chris.
Yes. And look, the power of Grayskull's going to come out, Dave. Zach Thompson took out his hair.
Oh, like you didn't like that show when you were a kid, Chris.
Dave, it's about men.
Yeah, well, there's a big man clothesline. How about that, Chris?
Zach Thompson's watching the Monchichis. Here we look at that flying clothesline. Tyler's in trouble. Spinning heel
What's better,
kick.
Chris? He-Man or KU football? Answer me that question.
He-Man.
Exactly. So there you go. Tyler Cook likes KU football. Thank you.
He-Man exists. Here we go. Look, Zach Thompson, what's he going to do to Tyler? No!
Yes!
Oh, drop kick. Nice flip by Thompson.
Look at this. Thompson going for the pin, Chris, into the bridge.
Oh, no!
Yes, no!
Look at that nice suplex by Thompson. And like you said, Dave, we haven't seen Thompson in a lot of singles action here in Metro Pro, but he's putting up quite the fight against Tyler.
Oh, man, that'd be great if he wins. See what kind of superhero celebration we'd get tonight.
Yeah, Dave, I'm real sure it's going to be great. We'll send out Lois Lane and the rest of the nerd herd out here with the Zach Thompson. Where's Jimmy Rockwell? He's probably icing his face. And, oh, look at that. I thought he was going to snap Thompson's head.
Unbelievable catch and power slam, but only a 2 count. What a move by Tyler Cook, though.
Did you see Zach Thompson's head, Dave? It was like an inch off the ground. I thought he was going to get planted into the mat.
I'm sorry, Chris. I was visualizing Lucy Mendez dressed up like Lois Lane.
Really? Lois Lane wishes she looked like Lucy Mendez.
Yeah, probably true.
Margot Kidder's crazy in some bush right now. Here we go. Big boot to the face, Dave.
Oh, he's going for the clothesline again, and Cook planted him this time.
Spine buster. Here we
Leg
go.
is
It's
hooked.
over.
No.
What is going on? Tyler Cook, he needs to be taking this guy out by now.
Doesn't he know Batman's impervious to pain, Chris?
No, he's not. Batman's a regular human, Dave. He just has a bunch of toys on his belt. And Tyler Cook's going out. Speaking of toys, what's he got? Yes!
Don't think there's any friendly toys under the ring, Chris.
Tyler Cook has a chair on his belt coming up. It's going to go right to the head of Zach Thompson, hopefully.
Pete Madden's the only sicko who would call these toys. Steel chair, he's
Yes,
gonna get
come on.
disqualified.
What is the referee doing? If he wants to use a chair again, he's a roll-up. No, this is unfair. Thank goodness.
That actually was fair, Chris. The
No.
chair would have been cheating.
The referee doesn't need to get involved, Dave. He just disqualifies him if he wants to, but he doesn't have to touch the chair. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, he did just what you said. He disqualified that cheater, Tyler Cook.
Okay, but you know what? The match may have gone to Zach Thompson, but here's the war, Dave. Bam.
No.
Yes. Keep going. Yes, more.
What is wrong with you?
He needs to take out the Heroes for Hire, Dave. Maybe it'll turn them into men. They'll start dressing like, not Batman and Wolverine.
You think taking a beating from a steel chair is going to improve their attitude, Chris?
Possibly. It improved mine, Dave. Don't get any ideas, though, okay?
I don't even want to hear the details, Chris. As Tyler Cook
One more
continues.
time. Oh, here we go.
Thank goodness.
Here we go. It's the Wolverine. Jimmy Rockwell coming out here. Tyler Cook, the damage has been done, Dave. He's taken out Jimmy Rockwell and now Zach Thompson. I don't care if he gets disqualified. They're both down.
Stay tuned. Huge show coming up. As we mentioned, Mark Sterling takes on a newcomer, Bo Brady, next segment. And then later in the main event, Dan Walsh gets his title shot for the Central States title against ACH, one of the rising stars here in wrestling.
Attitude, charisma, and heart's going to go out the window, Dave, when the Danimal, Dan Walsh, takes his Central States title. This would be great. Dave, I love this guy now. Tyler Cook's attitude, I mean, he just exudes confidence. I love this guy. I love seeing him blossom as a human being and a wrestler.
I think I'm going to get sick, Chris. These are the guys the fans came to see. It's good sports here, yes.
Look, Jimmy Rockwell has a black eye. That was courtesy of Tyler Cook, and now he's going to have black and blue back. Is Zach Thompson, Dave.
Midnight Guthrie here with a newcomer to Metro Pro Wrestling, and a very energetic newcomer at that. Bolt Brady set to make his Metro Pro Wrestling debut, but you got a very tough challenge ahead of you against former Metro Pro champion Mark Sterling.
You know, Mark Sterling, I've heard of him. He's had this best series with Jeremy Wyatt, and Jeremy Wyatt is not an easy opponent. I've seen Jeremy Wyatt all across the states. I've seen Mark Sterling. So the fact that I can come in to Metro Pro and have my debut match against such a competitor says a lot about what they have to think of me.
I can tell you're fired up. You can barely contain yourself here.
Just a little bit.
Now, Mark Sterling, known as the world's fittest wrestler, you look like you're in great shape yourself, and it struck me you're actually quite a bit taller than I was expecting. What do you do to be such a peak athlete on your own?
You know, it's a career requirement. Gym, gym, gym. You can't press the gym too much. And you know, there's another thing that goes with that. And I would tell you to expect the unexpected, but then it would be expected. So you can expect me to jump off of something. Guaranteed. I'm going to jump off of something. I'm going to jump off of something on this guy. He might be the world's fittest wrestler, but I am the world's craziest wrestler.
Well, certainly we can expect an equation of excitement here with Bolt Brady and Metro Pro Wrestling.
Join Metro Pro Wrestling 24/7 on social media. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/MetroProKC. On Twitter, you can follow us at KC Metro Pro. Our YouTube page is located at youtube.com/KC Metro Pro. And finally, our company website with all of our live event dates over at MetroWrestling.com.
Welcome back to Metro Pro Wrestling here on Metro Sports. I'm Dave Borchardt alongside Chris Goff, and one of the angriest people on the face of the planet, Chris.
Midnight Guthrie?
No. Midnight Guthrie, well, you were talking about Big Dorks earlier. He'd certainly fit the bill, but I'm talking about who he's set to interview, Chris. Mark Sterling, CrossFit champion, and just all-around angry SOB.
Mark Sterling hasn't talked, Dave, since he lost the title to Jeremy Wyatt.
It's been great, hasn't it?
No, I want to hear what he has to say.
All right, Metro Pro fans, in a moment, we're going to see the world's fittest wrestler, Mark Sterling, take on a very incredible newcomer, the ultra-talented, energetic Bolt Brady. But it's my understanding Mark Sterling would like this time to break his silence regarding losing that best-of-3 series for the Metro Pro title with the Rebel, Jeremy Wyatt. So let's bring out the world's fittest wrestler, Mark Sterling.
I think this is a mistake, Chris. It's been much more enjoyable with him not talking the last few weeks.
No, it hasn't, Dave. I mean, who doesn't want to know what's going through the head of Mark Sterling after losing that battle of best 2 out of 3 with Jeremy Wyatt? Some of those matches are a couple of the most brutal matches we've ever had in Metro Pro. You had the ladder match, and you had that no disqualification match. I mean, their backs were broken on chairs, tables, and ladders. It was an unbelievable matchup, but he has not talked. He's just stared down people with that eye there, Dave. But I don't know. What's he going to say tonight to Midnight Guthrie?
Oh, no, Chris. You might tell him it's springtime here in the Midwest. You could probably get rid of the stocking cap.
Dave, you know this weather out here changes in 70 one day and 20 the next. He's just prepared.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I hate this guy's attitude, but you can't question his skills as a professional wrestler. Certainly one of the top here in the Midwest.
The longest reigning Metro Pro champion ever. It was quite the reign for him until, like I said, he lost to Wyatt this past December.
Oh, he just gave him the fake handshake, Chris. You like that move.
deserved it.
Well, Mark, obviously you do have the respect of some of the fans, but the fact of the matter is you came out on the losing end of that incredible best-of-3 series with your former best friend, top rival, the Rebel, Jeremy Wyatt.
That's a good way to start the
And
interview,
I understand
Chris,
you
bringing
want
up that
to
news.
deliver a message to us here at Metro Pro Wrestling.
Oh, what, is he not talking again, Dave? He's starting to just do push-ups. This isn't a workout, it's an interview.
Obviously, he is the fittest wrestler in the world, and this is a fine example of that.
Squats now?
Like Ryan Drago there,
Mark,
Chris.
I understand you've been very understandably
Sterling has better
frustrated
form.
with the end result of that series of matches. It was my understanding you wanted to come out here and address the fans. So, what do you have to say?
I think Midnight Guthrie may be a little rusty here. His interviewing skills are not eliciting the kind of response he's hoping to get, Chris.
I don't know what Mark
Certainly, Mark
Sterling's up to,
Sterling's among
Dave.
the top athletes here in Metro Pro Wrestling. But at the same time, he is a man without a championship right now in Metro
What?
Pro. And we know how hard you worked. You were the longest reigning heavyweight champion here in Metro Pro Wrestling. But what's your mindset now that you're no longer a champion?
Why is he rubbing that in, Dave?
It is the truth, Chris.
No, but it's like you're trying to talk about eliciting something out of him. Why didn't he say it? Why is he saying that to this
Fans,
guy?
I'm going to apologize. He had asked for this time, but quite frankly, now he's wasting your time and mine.
Oh, he didn't like
I
that.
don't understand what we're even doing out here, Mark.
Good night, Midnight.
Don't you have anything to say to the great fans of Metro Pro Wrestling?
Here, whoa!
Hey,
Say
no,
it,
no,
Midnight.
Mark, please, no, don't.
The Mark Shooter. Oh, here comes Bull
thank
Brady.
God.
Oh, he would have
Thank
snapped
God.
him in half, Chris. It would have taken about 5 seconds.
Oh my goodness! Why didn't he just go ahead and do it?
Thank you, sir.
Well, the one thing I'll say
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Bull Brady.
Sterling's still not talking.
Bull
A
Brady.
newcomer here to Metro Pro Wrestling, but this is a man hand-selected by Metro Pro officials to represent Metro Pro at the recent National Pro Wrestling Day in Philadelphia.
That's true, Dave. Representing
An
us in
incredibly talented
Philadelphia.
competitor, and he's going to pose a heck of a challenge for Mark Sterling here tonight.
This would be quite the matchup, Dave. Couple of different styles. We know how Mark Sterling is. He is a brutal guy, likes to beat down his opponents. Obviously great physically, but just one of the strongest guys in the roster. Bull Brady, though, his weight is, was this right, Dave? 30,000 kilowatts, and he's known as the supercharged superstar?
Yeah, that sounds right, Chris. I believe I remember that math from Back to the Future.
He's from Texas, and he's up here to take on Mark Sterling, and that is a hard debut match to have at Metro Pro.
Oh, but he must be supercharged. Look how his hair's standing on end, Chris.
It's a nice look, Dave. Here we go, look. Forearm shots to Sterling, now back and forth.
This guy is ripped, though. Give him that. I mean, we know Sterling's in great shape, but so's Bull Brady.
Yeah, Bull Brady obviously in great shape. As tall as Sterling here, and look at that nice big back body drop.
Sterling, even though he came in very grumpy, is probably not feeling much happier with this start to the match.
I'm still trying to figure out why Mark Sterling had asked Midnight Guthrie to come out, but he still doesn't want to say anything, Dave. When is he going to break his silence about losing that title to Jeremy Wyatt?
Well, we can all hope it was a New Year's resolution, Chris, and maybe we won't have to hear from him until next year.
First of all, don't ever group me in with you, okay? Because I want to hear what he has to say. Just because you hate Mark Sterling doesn't mean no everybody hates him, okay? I like to hear him talk.
Okay, everybody but you, Chris, can only hope it's a New Year's resolution.
Blocking it, look at that nice reversal suplex by Bull. Here's a cover.
Not hooking the leg, though, and just a quick 1 count for the newcomer.
I wouldn't even call that a 1 count. That's being generous. Here we go. Irish whip, but reverse into the corner, up and over now.
Wow, look at the athleticism and a big drop kick.
Look at the spring and his step by Bull Brady, putting Sterling in the corner, couple of knees there.
Even you have to be impressed by what we've seen for Bull Brady so far.
Look at this, just attacking his head, Dave, with several knee shots. Here we go. Get up!
Leg is hooked and 2 count, barely a 2 count.
Can you imagine at Bull Brady's debut match, he comes in here and, I don't even want to say it, defeats Mark Sterling in his debut match?
Couldn't be much more impressive than that, Chris. Hopefully we'll see it, right?
No, hopefully we won't. Bull Brady, nice to see you. Mark Sterling's going to destroy you and leave you a spot on the mat.
Oh, it doesn't look like it, Chris. Can't guarantee a Bull Brady win, but look at the start he's off to.
Look at that drop kick to the outside. Bull Brady has all the momentum right now, Dave. Sterling on his knees outside. No.
Time out.
Hey, give him some time. Give him a breather. Oh, look at that. Up and over, but he slid in.
Oh, and Brady landed on his feet.
But look, the big knee to the head of Bull Brady going for that shoulder block, but instead cut off with the big knee by Sterling, and he's going to suplex him back in. Look at that, though. No, up and over.
It's like Brady had that move scouted, Chris. Big elbow.
Against the ropes. Oh, another flying double knee, and Sterling goes to the outside, Dave.
This guy makes more use of his knees as weapons than any wrestler I can remember, Chris.
And you know, you're absolutely right, and I don't know what this is going to mean for Sterling, but Bull Brady wants to fly, Dave.
Oh, big flying dropkick through the middle rope.
He said in his interview earlier with Midnight Guthrie that he was going to jump off something, and I guess he's pretty happy because he's outside and he's getting to do just that.
Oh, big uppercut there.
Come on, Mark Sterling. You don't want to talk, you can do all the talking with your fists and winning this match 1, 2, 3 against this newcomer.
Well, Bull Brady's been doing most of the talking here early. Leg is hooked this time. Again, just barely a 2 count. Gotta like the lightning bolts in the trunks, Chris. It's like a severe storm here.
30,000 kilowatts is his weight, Dave. Are you kidding me? Look at this, caught. Oh, and draws on his head, yes. Mark Sterling, Dave, he is the cunning veteran here. And look at that nice neck breaker on Bolt. Here's a cover. Let's go. Barely a 1 count.
Sterling now trying to get some real control and momentum for the first time in this match. Measuring him and delivering the big elbow to the back of the head.
I still would love to see him. Look at Bull Brady already getting some let's go Bolt chants here against Mark Sterling, and he doesn't like it. If only the fans would not talk like you like Mark Sterling not talking, Dave. That'd make me happy.
Well, it would make for a pretty bad atmosphere for the show, Chris.
Maybe, but you know what? It'd make us all smarter if they didn't talk.
I really disagree with that. As Mark Sterling slamming the head of Bull Brady down here on the center of the mat.
Mark Sterling, yeah, there's a let's go Sterling chant. Mark Sterling now measuring Bolt's head with that boot. Oh, he's exposing that right knee, Dave. Let's go bone to bone, yes.
Not breaking any rules, but certainly a vicious move there by Sterling, who gets a 2 count out of it.
They need to break his jaw. That get a good impression going back to Texas for Bolt.
Shut up, Chris. Nobody wants that.
Why are they chanting that Sterling is not good?
I can't agree, but what you said earlier, it's you don't always get the smartest comments and chants from these fans here at Turner Rec Center.
You know, I actually love it when you and me agree, Dave. I mean, especially when it comes down to the fans.
That happens about once a year, Chris.
No, you agree with me. They smell, they're dumb. You agree with all that, right?
No, never, Chris. These are great fans.
Look at that rake in the eyes.
I mean, I wouldn't want them to tutor my sons, but they're great fans.
Here we go. Tree of Woe, Dave. Flipping that left foot around that top turnbuckle, and now look at that. All the leverage, boot on the throat.
Got to break that hold, and now taunting him with some push-ups and slaps to the face.
Hey, how's that upside-down lightning bolt now?
Sterling just issuing some damage here in the corner.
Stopping a mud hole, Dave, as he's hanging there lifeless. Here's a cover.
Leg is hooked, only a 2 count.
Bull Brady been wrestling for almost 10 years professionally. It's hard to believe he's not a very old superstar here, but him and Mark Sterling, impressive so far for Bolt in his debut, but Mark Sterling now clearly in control. He's going to get back on track and get this one in the win column, I'm sure.
Well, you're right about one thing. Bolt needs to get some momentum back if he's going to have any chance in this match. It's all Sterling right now.
Here we go. Ducks the clothesline.
Oh,
misses that. Telegraphed it, Dave.
Yep, he's gone for that double flying knee move a couple times, and Sterling saw it coming that time.
Here we go. Oh, look at that, breaking his back on his knee. Here's another cover. It's over. Bolt kicking out, though.
You're a bit premature on that one, Chris, which
That's a
happens
first
to you
for me,
occasionally, from what I've heard.
No, it doesn't. Mark Sterling now. Chinlock on Bull Brady, and I think he's looking a little upset, Dave. He's upset he hasn't been able to put Bull Brady away yet.
You're acting surprised that Mark Sterling looks upset.
It is a new look for him,
You're
Dave.
acting like it's breaking news here, Chris.
I know he doesn't always run around with a big smile on his face with that aw shucks look like ACH or something, Dave, which we'll see coming up later. You'll get your fill of that stupid look coming up.
ACH. If you had 2 cents about you, Chris, you'd know how great ACH is. Fan favorite and just a great up-and-coming wrestler here in the Midwest.
Did I say it was bad? I know ACH is
you're
a great
ripping
wrestler.
on him.
No, I'm just saying if you want someone to come out here and smile all the time, you wait for ACH. He's got a Central States title match coming up with the Danimal. It's going to be his last title defense, by the way.
What, he's going to win, retain the title, and retire, Chris?
No, he's not at all, Dave.
He'd be like Barry Sanders, leaving in his prime.
Look at this, another neck breaker, but no, reversed out by Bolt. Sterling holding on, though.
Sterling goes for the clothesline, misses it. Now what Bolt gonna do?
Look at this flying elbow.
Flying spinning elbow to diving clothesline there.
Look at these moves by Bolt Brady. Dave, he's flying everywhere. Another high knee now to Mark Sterling, and he is clearly back in control.
All these kilowatts of energy. Maybe gonna lift him to victory here, Chris.
Maybe they can electrocute you and give you some sense. Make some common sense on this program, Dave. Look at this. Oh, look at him breaking his back on his knee now.
Leg is hooked, but
Come on, jump out, come on!
oh, barely a kick out.
Between 2 and 3 there, Dave. And Mark Sterling is down. Bolt Brady now, what's he gonna go for, Dave?
Looks like he's stalking him, Chris. What's he gonna do to Sterling? This is where Sterling will go for a spear. I wonder what Bolt's gonna pull out here.
Oh my goodness. Finally pushes him away. Mark Sterling now needs to get back in control against this newcomer. Here we go, suplex time.
Oh, yes! Oh,
Look
I
at
thought
that.
Bolt had him. He's going for the roll-up, Chris.
He reversed out of it and almost DDT'd him, Dave. Here we go to cover. 2.5 on Sterling. What a nice reversal by Bolt Brady.
Very impressive debut for this newcomer from Texas, and I think he's going all the way to the top, Chris.
There he goes, Dave. Top turnbuckle. What's he going to do? No. Yes, back to the top now. Mark Sterling, come on. Oh, yes, thank goodness. Up and over. Sterling saw that one coming. Yes. Come on. Disaster piece coming up, maybe? No, not yet.
Rolling him up.
Come on.
Can
no.
Bolt get the win?
Yes, here we go. Here's
Oh,
a
he's got
cover.
the tights.
Where? Here's a
Chris,
cover.
he's got the
yes,
tights.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. I didn't see anything. I was watching to make sure his
What
shoulders
match
were
are you
down.
watching?
I was watching to see if both shoulders were down. And Mark Sterling clearly still not happy, Dave. He won the match, but he's storming out through the side door.
This guy could have every championship in professional wrestling. You wouldn't be happy, Chris.
Bolt Brady, 0-1 in Metro Pro Wrestling, but I'll have to give it to him, Dave. Nice debut match against the longest reigning Metro Pro champion of all time, Mark Sterling. What a great debut for Bolt Brady.
Stay tuned, big main event. Dan Walsh, still don't know why, but he gets his title shot for the Central States title against ACH. That's coming up next.
Harley Race says he wants Dan Walsh to be the next Central States champion as he defeats ACH. That's what I heard.
He would never say that.
Allegedly, Dave.
The Turner Recreation Commission is a full-service recreation facility located in Kansas City, Kansas. Program offerings include youth and adult sports, boxing, karate, dance, tumbling, cheerleading, fine arts, childcare, youth and adult fitness classes, 50-plus program, a fitness center, year-round aquatic programs, birthday parties, rentals, and much, much more. For more information about TRC and their programs, please visit their website at turnerrec.org.
Welcome back to Metro Pro Wrestling here on Metro Sports, Chris. The Central States title on the line. Momentarily, we'll be seeing one of the best entrances in professional wrestling.
Right
not,
here.
Not these two
The Magic
buffoons.
Man and Dan Walsh.
No, not these two buffoons. I'm talking about the champ ACH, but I will give Dan Walsh some credit, Chris. Not only has he fooled around with some of the hottest chicks in the United States over the last 15 years,
He's made out with so many tonsils on that MTV set, Dave.
but beyond that, this guy is carving out a hell of a wrestling career for himself. Been very impressive here the last 6 months in Metro Pro.
You know what? I give a lot of that credit to the guy with all the brains, and that's the Magic Man. You know, he comes out here. He's
he
been
looks
around
real
the world.
smart.
He's been around the world, and he's picked up so much knowledge, Dave. He's passed it along to the Danimal Dan Walsh. And in return, I've heard allegedly that Dan Walsh has hooked him up with some of those MTV girls. So they're both making each other happy, Dave. But Dan Walsh is going to come out here and take the Central States title away from ACH. And you see he has a really good entrance. He keeps missing the curtain, Dave. How's that good? That's stupid. He's just dumb. He doesn't know where the light is.
He's got a flair for the dramatics, Chris.
No, he doesn't. Magic Man, you know what? I love those Zubats that Magic Man wears out here. Really takes you back to the glory days of the 1980s, Dave.
Yeah, Chris, and the visual of an MTV girl and the Magic Man doesn't seem very likely as he gives the crowd a little hello motion there.
I'm surprised that fan can actually spell ACH. It's amazing. Look, Dave, he always misses. Oh, see? He can't ever come out the first time.
He's got so much energy, Chris, it's hard to stop.
No, that's Paul Brady. This guy's just sort of slow, I think. Central States champion ACH, but I think he's going to drop it, Dave, to, like I said, Road Rules superstar, walking reality, the Danimal Dan Walsh.
Yeah, you realize you predict a title loss every time one of the champions you don't like has a match?
That's not true.
Let's go back to the history, Chris.
That's it. We have no way to go. We don't do flashbacks on this show, so shut up. I don't
Go
bring
to
up
the
all this-
YouTube page
I don't bring up
right
all the
now.
stuff that you get wrong every week and how you hate Girthy and love Girthy. Nice entrance, though. I do like
Thank
ACH
you.
coming into the ring. like that.
Finally, yes.
That's fine. He actually held on to the belt this time. How did he get that Metro Pro shirt, too?
You know, you
I
can
think
make
he stole it. I don't think he bought that.
you can make an argument this guy is the most athletic guy in Metro Pro Wrestling, Chris. So
Right.
that's saying a lot.
I think you could. I'm not going to disagree with that. You've seen some of the moves ACH has put on here since becoming a Metro Pro star.
Now, you couldn't make that same argument for the Magic Man, Chris. He looks
Dave,
like he looks like he ate a medicine ball.
He might be just a touch over his athletic apex of his career, okay? That doesn't mean anything. He's in the corner of Dan Walsh, and he's going to help him take this Central States title back to his home in beautiful St. Louis, Missouri.
Well, Magic Man is just a touch past his apex. I'd hate to have seen his prime.
Yeah, he was pretty dangerous. He was. He went to Japan. He was in all those Japanese magazines, Dave. I mean, this guy's been around the world. He taught Funaki how to wrestle. That's what he told me.
Really?
Yeah. You remember Funaki?
Is Dan Walsh going to focus on? He has a chance to win a title here, and he's distracted himself with Medea, Chris.
No, that's Medea's son, Dave, okay? And Medea's son needs to shut his big yapper, okay? Because he always comes out here and starts yelling at some of these guys. And Dan Walsh is not somebody you want to mess with.
I think we need a nickname for Medea's son, Chris.
Dan Walsh was in the armed forces. I think his nickname is Medea's son. Does that not count as a nickname?
Yeah, it's just not very clever. We have Toothless Guy 1 through 10, Santa Claus, Raiders fan,
That's
Retro
true.
Rick. I mean, we need something.
What about Pink Buffalo Hat
Big
guy?
Buffalo Hat guy.
Yeah. Well, Medea's son is. Does Medea have a son in the movies? I don't know.
Hey, will you stop bringing up Dan Walsh's armed service? Because every time I hate this guy's guts, you make me at least respect him, and I just hate that feeling. I
He's
don't want to
fought
respect
for
him.
this country.
Stop it,
You
no.
should respect more. Why are they chanting ACH? See, Dan Walsh is sick of it. He's sick of it. He's going back. He's gone. He's gone. There you go. You know what? You
A
gotta have.
forfeiture. That's your guy, Chris.
No, you know what? He's got self-respect, Dave, and he can leave, and I still respect him for that. Okay?
What is wrong with you, Chris?
What?
This is your fighting champion?
He's not a champion. It's ACH the
Exactly.
champion.
He's never going to be a champion.
You don't know what you're talking about. Now you're forgetting who has title belts. It's ridiculous.
You're forgetting what's important. You actually have to wrestle a match to become a champion.
Okay, but if you're going to come out to the ring, and
Yes.
as you talked about, Toothless Guy 1 through 50 is screaming horrible stuff at you, wouldn't you want to walk out too? I agree.
I think I'd want to win a title and shut him up, Chris. I guess I'm not a quitter like Dan Walsh.
I guess you talk from all those years of experience, all that ring work you've done on your
Yes,
belt. Yeah.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
If I hadn't had that knee injury, I would have been a champ,
Why don't you
Chris.
put some more papers in your cubicle, okay, corporate boy? Okay?
Sorry, I forgot you were such a big, tough fireman. Manual labor.
I've climbed many mountains, Dave.
Really?
I don't understand why you have to sit here and make fun of me, okay?
I mean, I know you probably rolled some hay bales out there at Belton, Chris, but I don't know if that hardly qualifies you to talk trash
That
to
does.
me.
Bucking hay is something you'll never know the feeling of, son.
Anyway, let's get this match started. I'm tired of talking trash on you. It's too easy, and I could do it all night as ACH and Dan Walsh finally lock horns.
Might as well live in Leewood. That's the kind of person you are. You don't get your fingernails dirty.
I'm in Lee Summit, Chris.
Yeah, same thing.
Hard-working
That's the
people
Leewood of Missouri.
on the Missouri side of the state line, Chris.
Yeah.
we have paved roads and you don't have that belted. You don't need to be jealous, Chris.
Nice Mercedes you drove up to do this voiceover,
I
Dave.
wish.
Yeah.
Wish.
Here we go, though. Yeah, like you said, I could rip on you all day and win. Dan Walsh, though, battling for his first ever Central States championship. Nice waist lock and nice takedown.
Well, that would be a nightmare if Dan Walsh would take the title, but even you would admit, Chris, he's got to be an underdog. ACH has been so good since he came to Metro Pro, and even better since he won that title.
Of course, we talked about ACH. He signed a national deal with Ring of Honor, so they can see, as we have for many months/years now, that ACH is a rising superstar in professional wrestling. But Dave, while he's still here in Metro Pro Wrestling, and he says he's going to continue to be here, it's going to be great. It's been great to watch him ascend to being one of the top indie guys in the world. But Dan Walsh, Dave, we've talked about it. He's got the Magic Man in his corner, and he has a lot of experience. Dan Walsh has way more experience at ACH, and that counts for something.
Danimal whipping the champ off the ropes, Jobo. ACH grabbing his face and almost knocked out some teeth and what a huge kick.
Here we go, here's a cover. Just to put it in another perspective, Dave, you know how Kansas always has those top-ranked superstars in basketball, but those teams like Northern Iowa and VCU that have those experienced players.
Don't forget Bucknell, Chris, and Bradley.
Yes, Bucknell, Bradley. I mean, the list
we
is
could
a
go on
mile
all
long.
night, yes.
Yeah.
So wait, you're comparing ACH to KU? Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
I'm trying to get the analogy
Sure,
here.
they're KU. Dan Walsh has the experience sometimes. The dog. Yeah, you know.
That's
Blind squirrel nut. You know all that stuff.
I don't know how it relates to what you're saying, but I'll just move on here as ACH
I'm sorry, I can't. I
doesn't
don't-
get the 3 count.
I need to use those first grade analogies with you, Dave.
I do have a
Dan
first
is good.
grader.
ACH is good too. Okay. You understand?
That's the kind of analysis you get paid the big bucks for bringing us, Chris.
That's right. And ACH is getting the crowd behind him, and he's now attacking Dan.
Oh, what a chop.
I think that tore off a nipple, Dave.
Sounds painful, Chris. Oh, but ACH
No.
not hooking the leg and doesn't get the 3 count because of it.
Trying to hold down that arm just by itself, not working, and Magic Man was going nuts out there, Dave.
Was he going to break out the rubber chicken again, Chris?
Hopefully, that's funny. Kids love it. Oh,
And kids like that trick in 1946, Chris.
look at that big kick to the back of Dan Walsh, Dave.
High impact moves from both these guys early in the match.
You're saying that Chicken Joe go over well in the Ryan Drago household. You're saying
I'm thinking maybe Magic Man should consider Magic Drago, yes.
well, Drago was like more 20s. Oh, listen to this crowd, Dave.
ACH. ACH. Come on, Chris.
No, sorry, I don't chant.
No, you don't like deserving champions, I forgot.
I'll do
Like
the
guys like
commission.
Mark
I'll
Sterling.
do that, but I ain't doing ACH. No. Dan Walsh destroying ACH in the corner now, Dave. Look at that, put that big boot on his throat. And what's Magic Man doing now, Dave? Getting a closer look.
He usually only interferes when his guy's in trouble, Chris. This time, Dan in control.
Kicking that left leg, Dave, loosening it up.
You did make a good point, though. It is nice to have a show without those morons from the commission here mucking it up.
Okay, how did I make that point? I didn't say that at all. I just said
Yeah,
the
you just
commission.
reminded me. It's so
That's all
nice
I
they're not
said.
here. You reminded me.
Oh, look at that DDT. I love the DDT to the leg, Dave. I love that.
It looks agonizingly painful, Chris.
Stretching out that knee. ACH, that's what you got to do, Dave. You got to take this guy from his high-flying maneuvers. You got to take his legs out, and that's exactly what Dan Walsh did. He probably learned those kind of maneuvers in the armed forces.
Come on, ref. He's choking him out. Get him off the throat.
Why? He's got to count to 5.
Had no idea professional wrestling training was part of the new boot camp, Chris, but you've taught me something new tonight.
You met Sergeant Slaughter. He's a big star on G.I. Joe.
Well, that's a good point.
Everything makes sense now, right? Nice snap suplex by Dan Walsh, rolling through now.
Dan Walsh, the modern-day Sergeant Slaughter.
That's true. That's the exact analogy I would use.
I don't know if the babes used to dig Sarge's mustache quite as much as they do Dan, but nonetheless, I like where you're going.
Probably not, Dave. Sergeant Slaughter's chin was a little too big for a lot of the ladies to think he was maybe a handsome man, but Dan Walsh has those movie star great looks. As we look over the corner, one of the greatest managers of all time, the Magic Man.
You got Dan Walsh's movie star great looks partnered with the Magic Man, Chris.
Yeah, well, you know.
Daniel's the wingman in that scenario, helping out Magic.
Maybe. So now with me and you in college. Here we go. ACH up and over now.
That's true. I did help you overcome your bad looks, Chris.
Here we go. Oh! Big kick to the back of the head of Dan Walsh. And what's
ACH now, over the top now, but Dan catches him.
ACH known for that springboard stunner, not able to pull it off after Dan Walsh just rocked that top rope and he fell down and his knee is hurting still, Dave.
Well, it has to be after all those moves. Dan was pulling on that left leg earlier in the match, and now look at him like a lion stalking its prey, Chris.
Yeah, this is great. Central States is coming home to St. Louis.
I thought you hated St. Louis, by the way.
I do usually. Not today, though, Dave. You know me. I change with the wind. Look at
Finally,
this.
you admit it. Mark the tape.
Russian leg sweep. That was a joke. Here we go, off the ropes.
Oh, huge kick right to the face.
The Danimal, Dan Walsh, really ratcheting up his ruthlessness here, Dave.
Well, he senses the title, Chris. I can't blame him.
Yeah, no, he's obviously needs to be able to see a nice kick to that star. Hear ACH screaming in agony.
Dan Walsh now wrenching up on that chin of ACH. You can see that crazed look in his eyes, Chris.
Yes. And
More
that's what's-
focused than normal. He can sense it. He has a real chance to win that title.
That's what's going to bring him that title, Dave, that crazed eye focus. Look at him. Pulling on that chin. Hopefully pop that head off that body.
What?
Be a lot easier to pin him that way, wouldn't it?
I'm pretty sure that would violate some rule, Chris, if you actually decapitated him.
No, there's no assault charges in a wrestling ring. Here we go, off the ropes.
Oh, yeah, he got him with that drop toe hold, and Danimal face first into the ropes, and look at this.
That knee still hurting ACH, but look.
Oh!
Kicking him in the head. He can still jump up and do that, Dave. I guess it's not hurting him that much.
Grabbed the knee right after that move, but what athleticism.
And ACH getting the crowd into it now, Dave. Maybe this might be it. A stunner from the outside.
Oh!
Springboard
Unbelievable.
stunner.
It's got to be it.
on,
One,
get up.
two.
Oh, thank goodness. His foot's on the rope, thank goodness. Yes.
Dan Walsh, I'll give him credit, an intelligent move, but very fortunate he was close to the ropes because he was done for.
ACH sort of upset, Dave. He didn't get to pin off that springboard stunner, but thank goodness Danimal was over there. Maybe Magic Man helped out too. Hey, that's what he's there for, right? You have a manager.
I
Listen
guess
to this
so.
crowd, Dave.
Dude, they love ACH.
Why?
He's an unbelievable wrestler, Chris.
Yeah, but
And he
why?
actually relates to the fans and gets them involved in the match.
Dan tries to relate. He comes out here with those Cardinals uniforms and stuff. He's proud of his city.
Oh, ACH lands on his feet, but Danimal catches him.
Big knee to the midsection, and look at this, Dave. Look at this slam.
What a move by the challenger.
That's
Now,
a finisher by Dan. Here's a cover. It's over. Give him the title belt right now. Come on.
leg is hooked. No.
Come on.
ACH somehow kicks out.
Would you just? It's like a snake, Dave. It's been chopped up and he keeps moving.
Sure.
That's what Neil Jones told me.
Well, Neil Jones is a bit of an odd duck, Chris.
So here we go. Look, he's pulling up ACH now. Dave, finish him, as Johnny would say in Karate Kid. Come on.
Is he going for the bear hug or the half Nelson, Chris? I can't tell, but ACH is fighting out of it.
Look at these big elbows to the face of Dan. Off the ropes now.
ACH got some momentum, but Dan caught him, and look at this slam.
Full Nelson slam, Dave. Look at that. And Dan Walsh rolling over the slab of meat to cover him, and new Central States champion.
Oh, ACH barely able to kick out again.
What is going on? Is this referee this stupid? Why do we keep bringing this guy back?
I don't know, Chris. I think referee Wilkos is one of the best in the business.
I heard someone the other day actually call him referee Steve Wilkos.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's about time the nickname's finally stopped.
Hey, he should thank us for putting him over. And look at Dan, he is upset. This crowd's still behind ACH, even though Dan has proven he's the best wrestler in this match.
I think this match has actually been pretty even for the most part, but I'll give Dan some credit. He's definitely holding his own and in control right now, Chris.
Look, he looks like a puppet, Dave, but look at this roll-up.
What a reversal.
No!
Oh.
Yes, two count, Dave, just a 2 count. Referee did a great job.
Oh, now you love referee
Oh, look at that
Wilkos.
tornado punch, Dave. Putting Dan on his back. And look, ACH looking over at the Magic Man. This is where it helps that Magic Man out there, distracting him. I smell the title change, Dave. Here we go.
Get that guy away from the ringside,
No.
Chris. Yes, Dan Walsh hit him.
No!
Leg is
Get
up.
up!
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No!
The deserving champ retains this title.
This is horrible. ACH is still the Central States champion. I mean, I thought Dan and Magic had it.
Magic Man did interfere, Chris, but somehow ACH able to overcome the 2 versus 1
I
odds.
think Magic Man's busted open, Dave. How's he going to do the rubber chicken joke now?
He deserved it, Chris. What was he doing getting involved?
ACH retaining that Central States Championship. But Dave, it's not going to be for long. I just have a feeling there's no way this guy's going to continue to have it. He's had it for what, almost a year?
ACH, much to the delight of all the great fans at Turner Rec Center, retains his title and he celebrates with his fans here in the crowd. What a great end to this show, Chris. This is awesome.
Attitude, charisma, and heart, the last dragon, the last hero. ACH, your Central States champion, Dave. But you have to admit, Dan Walsh deserves another shot at this title because of the fight he put towards ACH in this match, Dave. Come on. You have to give him credit.
He put up a great effort. If I was ACH, I'd let Dan have another shot, this time minus the Magic Man.
No, Magic Man deserves to be out there, Dave. He's one of the smartest guys in pro wrestling. You know that. Look at this guy, Dave. That is your Central States champion. You proud of that?
Yeah.
This has been a production of Metro Sports and Time Warner Cable, Kansas City.